The Access Kenya Africa Concours d'Elegance is more than just a beauty parade, and visitors to the show also had the opportunity to view a wide range of new vehicles exhibited in the Auto Expo, where potential buyers could compare the latest cars on the market. Popular amongst spectators was the opportunity to vote for what they considered to be the best new car at the show by sending an SMS to Access Kenya's on-site center. Receiving the highest vote was the Subaru Impreza. The judging of the cars and bikes may have been the focus of the event, but all around the racecourse the entertainment on offer seemed to be never-ending, including a place to leave the kids, a huge food court, music, and of course the opportunity to visit the IT world of Access Kenya. Access Kenya's theme was classic meets new age, with visitors able to combine the traditional elements of the day with the future of information technology. There was much on offer from live streaming, both at the event and for home viewers around the world, to an on-site digital media center.
We've got obviously our internet services. We've got fantastic offers for the home broadband. We had launched a new SME product in the middle of the year, so we'll also have that on offer. We also have our traffic cameras, which is a new one, whereby people can log in and check to see the traffic situation before leaving home or the office during the day. And for the first time ever, you've had online ticketing in Kenya for this event. So we're happy.
With all the cars entered lined up side by side, visitors were drawn to the car paddock, which was the equivalent of an outdoor motor museum, with the cars spanning 80 years of motoring history. There were 2 Rolls-Royce Silver Dawns entered, both from the 1950s. They both have a fascinating past. This one was part of the Queen's cavalcade when she visited Kenya in 1952. The other has a slightly different body design known as the Radford Countryman, and is the only short-booted export model made by Rolls-Royce, designed for safaris.
The car has a conversion by a company called Harold Radford in London, whereby the back opens, the rear seats fold down, and you can actually sleep in it if you want to.
Amongst the younger cars on display was this 1956 Ford Zephyr Zodiac, which was purchased at an auction.
Normally when people go to an auction to buy a car, they want to buy a Toyota or something that they can use every day. Why did you choose this one?
Because I love old cars, and my love for old cars drove me to buy in this car.
The car has undergone a complete restoration, supported by the local Ford agent CMC, who undertook the paintwork. Getting it ready in time for the Concours was the culmination of hours of hard labor, but it was more for personal satisfaction than the results.
It was such a great feeling. My wife was seated at the back left. She was the queen of the day. And it was such a feeling which was so nice and so fulfilling. And I'm so happy that I did it this year and I can do it. I look forward to doing it even better next year.
Last year, we visited Walter Sarem's garage, where we found him restoring a 1956 Hillman Husky, which is now a fine example. Whilst we were there, we filmed what looked like a discarded wreck, abandoned to the elements. During the year, it has been totally rebuilt, restored to its original state. It's a 1952 3000cc Chevrolet Deluxe.
And now I'm seeing it. It's quite hard to believe, but a lot of hard work can do. Well done, Walter.
I'm trying to shed my collection and have a slightly older collection, below 50s, as I go closer towards 20s, and maybe even 1905, something like that.
Amongst the older vintage cars was last year's winner, a 1928 Ford Tudor. Whilst most enter the Concours as an opportunity to display their prized possessions, Phoenix Aviation take the event very seriously.
What have you done since last year to this car to maybe improve it?
There were a few areas which I'll not point out because the opposition's around, where we did lose a few points, so we tried to attend to those areas. But looking at the scoring this year and from the overall leading cars now, there's been a big improvement, so it's going to be a close race, but we're quietly confident.
Always a threat for Concours victory is this 1952 MGTD, which has won the Concours outright on 4 previous occasions. But the owners, this year, were hoping they would take the trophy with their 1934 Railton, also a past winner.
The front seats are completely redone. We redid the carpeting. So yeah, the Railton's had a lot of work done. A lot of work.
You're always on the podium with this car, so you must be going for the win if you were putting even more effort into it.
That's the challenge I gave last year to Mohammed of Phoenix Aviation. So let's see if it's worked out.
No one is more enthusiastic about classic cars than Wilfred Oroko, who hires out his collection of oldies to those wanting to experience a vintage wedding. He had brought 4 of his cars to the Concours, including this 1954 Ford Popular, a 1947 Austin 16, a rare and valuable 1936 Austin 7. But the one that goes out on weddings the most is his favorite, a 1958 Hillman Minx.
I had a car that I'd earmarked to win the Concours this year, but then I didn't think that it would have been ready to participate this year. So I've saved it for next year. It's a 1932 Ford Phaeton.
For those enthusiasts on the lookout for a classic with the potential of entering future Concours d'Elegance events, there were plenty to choose from in the classic car sale. Whilst most were runners that would need little work, there were others that could be picked up at a bargain price, but would be a real challenge. Our attention was drawn to this 1954 Ford Anglia, which had already been partially restored, and to an enthusiast could be an exciting project to complete.
It's a 1000cc 3-speed, 1, 2, 3 and 1 reverse gear. That's it. And I can do only 50 mph. That's it, maximum. I'm asking about 600. Yeah, 600,000. I've worked quite a bit on it. It's all original, engine original.